Morning guys, we'll start in 2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes. Good morning guys, we're going to start in a few minutes, alright? Get the questions in, get the questions and tickers in. We'll start in 1-2 minutes, alright? See you shortly. Also like up the stream. All right, what up everybody? Hello. Let me just change my screen up. There we go. What up totes? Hello. UAV's breaking out soon. We'll see. We shall see what happens with that. But at the moment it's bullish, expected to continue to go up. If you've had entries on it, make sure to have a stop loss and target. Easy way to trade is have a stop loss and target. Okay, a lot of movers so far, or not that many movers to be honest. Very slow pre-market this week, no idea why, but I don't really care for pre-market. Probably going to start slowing down on pre-market until it heats up again, because kind of just wasting my time staring at my screen. I could be doing some more active stuff and do some stuff with my life, because it is very boring just staring at my screen. So pre-market might be a bit of a miss until things heat up. We'll see. UAVs is here. UAVs has broken out, and it has broken that level as well, which is very good. Nice to see. It's up 7%, broke this level as well. I only literally took 2 trades yesterday. I took one of Hassie's, I think his was BTAI, and then I alerted UAVs at $2.40. Gave my reasonings, gave my explanation, used the strategies that we teach. Everything was there, handheld through the whole play. Waited 2 hours for that play. Took me 2 hours to enter my own trade yesterday. But very nice. UAVs looks great. Very nice setup. Expecting it to continue to go up. We shall see what happens at market open, if it gives us any entries of some sort. So I did say an hour ago it is still bullish, so if anyone did grab it by then, which was an hour ago, you're up at least 7%. Actually up 8%. Even more. ABP, what's happening with ABP? ABP is nothing going on with this. Entries are only above 0.34. So save this chart. I know someone asked about it yesterday. Your entries are only above 0.34. If you enter below, I cannot help you with that situation because I've told you what you need to do. That's it. Lucid, unless there's news, it's probably nothing. Yeah, Lucid, nothing. Strong bearish chart. You shouldn't be looking at something like this. Bearish chart. Dangerous chart. Stay away. SMCZ, this is someone just asked me about. Here are your key levels. So this is the inverse of SMCI, which tanked yesterday. IPDM paying. Yeah, a lot of people are in this. I was busy eating. But yeah, looks good. Possible runner today. Has the highest probability out of all the plays that we see so far. What else do you have? Larger time frame. Here's your levels. Oh, you have that this crazy wick fill here. 449. Looks good. Personally, would just wait for that for the own high to break to look for re-entries of some sort. How do you decide which chart to look at? Time-wise, 15, 31 hour, and how far back do you usually go? So what I do is I use the 4 hour to identify a larger time frame to use. The reason why I use the 4 hour is because I'm able to see pre-market and after hours. You see this light gray? This is pre-market, after hours, pre-market, after hours. It gives me a good enough indication. It's far enough for me. I don't need to use daily, weekly, or monthly. I'm a day trader. I just like to use the 4 hour if there's lack of volume, so I can use this time frame to identify where the key levels are. I only trade and enter trades on the 5 minute. I don't use the 15, 30 minute, or 1 hour. Not saying that's not the way to do it. I'm just giving you what I use. It is completely up to you what you decide, how you decide to trade it. But for me, I only use the 4 hour for larger time frames to identify the key level. So for instance, something like this, which is UAVs, right? I would have entered here on the 4 hour because we were in a falling wedge. We had my confluences, so I would have then gone to the 5 minute, would have gone and looked inside of this demand zone, just like somewhere around here. So my 4 hour, so then I go to the 1 hour, sorry, then I go to the 5 minute, and then I start to look for my entries here. Probably would have looked for an entry around this level, strong bullish close above this downtrend or this falling wedge to continue to go up. So that's what I would have done on this kind of play. But I just use the 4 hour for more confluence. If the 4 hour is bullish, that will give me a good indication. Then I can maybe look for my entries on this play. Same as BBAI. This kind of play, I was waiting for it to break 736 yesterday. As I mentioned to Discord members, it did not break 736, so I did not take the trade. The reason why it was 736 was because of this high from yesterday, which was like 732. So if it broke that level, we were looking for entries. It didn't give us an entry, so we didn't take the trade. But I used a 4 hour for just more confirmation. That's really what I decided to do on it. Let me just retweet this link because everyone's sleeping still for some reason. Need to try grow this. Any ideas how we can grow this YouTube? Get more people in here. I mean, I'm not going to stay on during after our intraday because that's where I'm in the Discord doing live trading. So don't really know how else to do it. To be honest, maybe TikTok or something. Slow morning, yeah, it's very slow. I may be down and go boating. Get boating with her. Both our swings in the Discord hit first target, which were fantastic. APLD hit first target, and so did NNE. Gave it inside of this range here, this yellow box. We entered inside this double bottom, gave the reasonings, gave the explanations. I'll actually explain why I gave this as a swing setup. So NNE, I said 4 hour time frame. We had a double bottom, we had a low volume pullback. We had strong bottom wicks and a psychological support, all indicating that this will go up. We entered between this level here or inside this range, then ran to first target, which was 10% from entry. Then you have a 7% stop loss. That's kind of what we do. But obviously now it's hit first targets up probably maybe like 13% from entry. So we also do give swing trades in the Discord for those who are wondering. Swing trades are there, which are less riskier trades. They are slower trades, and for those who are busy with work and things and cannot take the alerts, that is what they are there for. Slow morning, yes. US had new, yeah, so it's the only reason why it's running. BTAI. BTAI needs to hold $3. Obviously, larger time frame, we can see it's in an uptrend. Maybe we are doing something like this where we go up. Retest to go up like that. That is hopeful what we're looking for, but I will wait for market open to see if it can give me an entry. Ideally I want to break above this high here, but it is holding this $3, so we'll see. HIMS, let's have a look at HIMS. Hims. Right, Hims is not good right now. So at the moment, Hims is just in no man's land. Yes, this is your demand zone around this level here. You can use this range as a demand zone. There you go. Possible entries inside this level here around $48, $50. But I wouldn't be taking the trade now because there's no real sign of reversal yet for me personally, and it's also just in a downtrend. So Hims looking for pullback into demand zone. Hims looking for pullback into demand zone. So you'll notice my setups that I share on Twitter, right? I don't follow anyone else. I follow some other informational news or something, but the only person I do look at is Hassie's page, but I don't follow any other Furus or anything like that. But from what I see and what comes on my timeline sometimes is bullshit, right? I try my best when I at least chart it to give you an understanding on what you need to do or what you need to look for. I never ever say buy the stock. I never ever tell you it's going to $20. I never ever said this is going to run. I never ever say stupid things that will make you want to buy the stock. I try and give educational reasonings, whether it makes no sense to you or you don't understand it, right? You can simply type in the letters or the words that I use so you can understand it. For instance, VWAP. You can go onto YouTube or Google and type in VWAP, learn about it and understand it. Obviously, I'm just giving you an insight on what I do in the Discord. I'm just charting here on Twitter, just giving you setups and possible entries for whatever you need to do for this. For instance, I've told you here, I've told you that I'm looking for, or you could look for entries in a demand zone. Why do you want to buy here and not here? You don't want to buy here because it's in a downtrend, as I just mentioned. You want to buy in here because demand zone is where buyers step in. How do you know that? How do you learn that? You can go onto Google, type it in, take some time and learn what these words mean so you can understand it for next time. How do you find a demand zone? All those things. You can join the Discord. That is where the extra content is. If you want to understand and learn it for free, there are many websites and YouTube you can use as well. So I try and at least give you some kind of information. I will always tell you to wait for a downtrend break or wait for VWAP or wait for a break or something, not just buy, right? The big difference between me and other people on this app. TikTok maybe, yeah, I might try TikTok. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how we'll do. We've covered drug last week. Would you call this 5 day, 5 minute? 5 day, 5 minute. I don't have the 5 day, 5 minute thing. I just keep it on like regular daily. Drug has no volume though. Yeah, daily time frame. I would just wait for this level here at 38.29. Does this have a reverse split? Yeah, I would. Sorry, not 38.29. 38.62. This resistance here. 1 rejection, 2, 3, 4. Like here, 5, 6, 7. So close above here, then you have clean range up. But I wouldn't even bother using the 5 minute. Not with this lack of volume. MYGN. MYGN's not doing anything for me. You're very close to this high here, which is 566. Personally, this is what I would look for continuation. Right now, it's just ranging. There is nothing going on. I don't know what's happening here. So I would wait for break above 566. So MYGN, wait for 566 break. That is a level you can mark. You can literally put an alert on it. You can right click and click alert on it. Right click, create alert, 565 or whatever. Click it and it will alert you on your phone. Very amazing stuff. LPSN. LPSN. Let me have a look. I see LPSN is running. I'll add it to my watch list. Now, since I see something like this, I'll just go to the 4 hour, as I mentioned, and I'll go and look left and see where are the next significant levels. So when I do take a trade, or if I do take a trade on this, I will know where the levels are. So let's keep going left. Any major resistances? Over here we can use 157. And then is there another level? Maybe around here at 193. So now I know I have everything planned out. I can go back to the chart. I can go back to the 4 hour. I can go now to the 5 minute where I'd look for entries and see what's going on. And this is where I would use my strategy to look for any entry. You could look for impulses above 138. Just keep in mind that 157 is your next resistance level. Quick, easy way to trade. No indicators needed, no kind of Bollinger Bands, no kind of RSI, MACD. Don't care about the news. I haven't even looked, don't even know what this company is, don't know who the CEO is. I don't care about anything other than what the chart is doing. Just like that stupid open stock. I hope that open stock goes under $1, and I cannot wait for the end of the month of August, because I have about 7 people I'm going to call out on Twitter, and I'm going to absolutely slaughter them. And it's going to be very, very funny. I'm going to break FinTwit. Thanks, usual. IPDN, do wick fills always fill? I guess it could take one day. Yeah, I don't know about wick fills. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I just mark them off because usually what happens is it can go and fill that wick, because as people say, it's more in Forex, like the liquidity goes and grabs there and comes down. For me, I'm not too interested in that. It's just a significant level that it could possibly reach. That's all. It's like a next kind of resistance level, if anything. No problem, my friend. Yes, UAVs is right here. I will wait for open and see what this does and gives me any entries. Then I'll look for an entry. Right now it's bullish. I expect it to continue go up. I don't know what the news is. I haven't looked at the news. I don't care about the news. I'm looking at the stock based on technical analysis, not on any analysis on price targets from any stupid old 70-year-old man. I'm looking at the chart. That's it. Right? You are looking to invest in this long term, do your own due diligence. This is in a bullish pennant. Expected this to break out. Continuation pattern. A bullish pennant. Very nice setup. I love bullish pennant setups. Good. That and watch house. Yeah, this is good actually. Bullish pennant, falling wedge. Let me just retweet this link again. We get more people in here. Join live trading now. All right, cool. Bro J banked 800 off that 100% run. Wow, very nice. Well done, my friend. Well done, my friend. Well done. Open. Gabriel. Okay, before open, Gabriel, I want to hear your thoughts on this play. Why are you looking at the stock? Why are you trading it? What is your target and what is your stop loss on this trade? And where is your plan on entering, or where you are entered? So on and so forth. I just want to hear this before I even show this chart. I just want to see from someone who's an investor, or if you're asking about it, I just want to get your insight. Please feel free to tell me everything that you have planned for this play, because I know you're very smart and you always have a stop loss and target, so you have your targets in place. All right. Salah, I see your BTAI. Please don't write it again, otherwise I will mute you. Thank you, my friend. I'm waiting for Mr. Gabriel to give us his answer, and then we will move on. So Gabriel, you have taken the floor. We are waiting for you to see why you like open, why you're looking at it, why you're entering it. I'm sure you follow me on Twitter and you know exactly what you need to do. You've missed the post. You need to go and find it. But I want to see what your thoughts are on this. Come on, Mr. Gabriel, show us. Tell us about your stock open. FFAI, I'm only entering this above 276. I only care about 276, not 275, not 279, not 235, $2.76. That is all I'm waiting for. Then I will look for my entries on a smaller time frame to look for entries. $2.76. Let's see, has Gabrielle responded? Gabrielle has not responded. Gabrielle's left. Gabrielle, come on, my friend. We are all waiting for you. CHRW. You guys will notice a lot of my plays, when people ask me about trade setups and what to do, I always tell them they need to wait for a certain level, because 99% of plays that people ask me to chart or look at, they are always in a bearish trend or they are down and they are not good. CRWV. Mr. Stevie Wonder himself can see that this is going down. I don't know when the earnings are or if they've had earnings or anything about the stock, but I can tell you right now it's in a bearish trend. Right, so bearish trend means no good. You have to wait for the trend to break. So people always ask me now, this is a question they ask, but they don't really understand what this means. When I say you need to wait for the downtrend to break, it simply means you need to wait for the candle to break and close above the resistance. That's it. The resistance line is this. And now people ask, where is it going to break? I don't know where it will break. That's why I draw this chart. It can break and close over here. It can close over down here. It can close over here. I have no idea. I wish I knew, because I would buy before the break. I would wait for a candle to close above. When it closes above, that confirms that the trend is now going from a downtrend to an uptrend, and there is a high probability to go up. That is why I don't know when it will break the downtrend. So I tell you what you need to do. You need to wait for the downtrend to break. Copy the chart, save it, whatever you need to do, and just wait. That's it. Easy instructions, but people try and buy here and then goes all the way down. Oh, you said you're wrong. Yeah. People are clueless and they don't listen. And you don't listen. Bought open puts. Nice. Well done. Burn that stock alive. Burn it. BTAI. BTAI is holding $3 very well. Looks good. I like it. I like it. Looks nice. Hopefully if it breaks its own high, 326 should continue to go up. Where's some of this saga? Open is the new hollow. Yeah, I know. No, it's the new... Welcome, Salah. Welcome, brother. MLGO. Do not touch MLGO. Why are you touching or trading this stock? It is a load of SHI, and you can put the last word there and you will know what it is. Trash. Terrible stock. See ya, I'm done for the day. Nice. Yes, go practice those charts, my friend. Open to the moon. Someone asked, sorry if I missed that question, MB. Why do you aim to enter on recent highs, not the dip? Is it because you want research for prolonged amount of time, only looking at trades in quick periods? Recent highs? Well, because I trade stocks. My trading symbol is very simple. My trading style is very simple. I only, every single morning, I look at the pre-market movers. That's it. That is my watch list for the day. The pre-market movers have volume. They are usually running up. They are usually in a bullish trend, right? They will usually run off news, run off any catalyst or earnings or whatever it may be. And those are the ones that have volume. I need trades to have volume. I cannot play a stock like this, for instance, MLGO, in a downtrend, has no volume, bearish, that is going to give me what? I'm here to make money. My goal is to make money and the highest probability of kind of trades that I can look for. For instance, this is in a downtrend. It has low volume. Sellers in control. It's below VWAP. It's probably at like 52-week lows. Everything is indicating that this is going to go down. Now let's go to something very simple and easy to look at, right? Let's say, where's the runner? Like MYGN or something? Yeah, MYGN. Look, we can see, right? We're in a strong bullish trend. Right, we have a lot of volume. We're up 33%. We're a mover. We're near recent highs. It doesn't matter for me. I don't care about that. I look on the 5-minute, and then I will base my entry on the 5-minute time frame. That is simply how I do it. So, funnily enough, you ask, am I trading at the highs? I do not actually trade the highs. What I would do is, my trading style is actually pullback. So let it break above 566. It will come down to maybe around this level. Around this level is where I will look for my entry on the 5-minute, and then I will expect it to continue to go to the upside like that. That is how I trade. So I'm in a day trader. I'm in a stock for a few minutes. That's why I don't care about the company, CEO, news, blah, 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 blah. Any indicators, I don't care. Indicators for me are a lagging are lagging for me. Only thing I use is VWAP, that's it, which gives me the best benefit for my style of trading. Hope that makes some sense for you, my friend. T-non, nothing's going on with T-non. Boring. 190 break is a good entry point for this. T-non is still just ranging here. At the moment, I'm not interested. If it gets 190, maybe I'll look for entries on this. When you say break and close, you mean 5 minutes. I use the 5 minute. You can use whichever time frame. But up to you. Gurn is in a bullish trend. Breaking this downtrend, it needs to break this high here. It needs to break its own high to continue to go up. Right now it's going down. You don't want to buy something that's going down. You want to buy it when it's going up. If it breaks its own high, that shows that it's bullish. It has volume. Buyers in control. It's in demand. And that there's a high probability to go up. Save you. I will save you from not getting in the trade. Just don't buy it. 10% LPSN. Very nice. Look at it go. Whoa. You see something like this, look what happened. As I mentioned, impulse on this, don't know if anyone took it. Strong bullish trend, pulled back here, broke the own high to come up with volume. Easy, that's how you do it. That is literally how you do it. That is a perfect trade for that one, if anyone managed. And what did I say? Who remembers me talking about this trade? Who got in this trade? Who got in LPSN? Anybody? Remember, I showed you, I went to the 4 hour and I looked left and I said, okay, let me look at the key levels. What were the key levels? We looked left and we found that this was a key level right here. This wick here. And then we have another one which was all the way up here. Now, if we look left, what's happening around this level? It is rejecting around this level. Why? Because it's a significant level. Falling wedge, come another one of trading 3 episode. Yes, it's the best one. I'm telling you, falling wedge is the best. It is the best. It is the best. It is the best. What type of stocks are you trading? If you're trading the volatility, give us examples of your strategy. My strategy is in the Discord, but I trade pullbacks. That's what I do. I use reversal chart patterns such as a falling wedge, or I use continuation patterns such as bullish pennant and ascending triangles. I mainly trade price action. I can read candlesticks very, very well. I can tell you what a strong bottom wick on a candle means, what a strong top wick, what a red and green candle together is, what all these candlesticks mean. That is how I trade, and that's where I look for my entry. I'm trading these stocks here, which are all the guests of volatile plays, the high pre-market movers. These are the ones that I look for my entries on it, because based on technicals, you need volume. If you don't have technical or volume, your technicals will not work. Thank you. No problem, my friend. I hope that helps and makes it clear. Although you can tell someone my trading style, what I've just explained to you, maybe they don't agree, but trust me, at the end of the day, there are millions of ways to trade. When I started out, I thought my style was wrong, but hey, look at me now. I'm making good money because I'm profitable and my trading style works. So yeah. Ignore what other people say. People tell me that I have to use indicators. No, I do not. I don't use indicators. People tell me that I have to enter a falling wedge. You have to enter the breakout. No, you do not. You enter inside. For me, I don't enter the breakout. Why? Why would you enter something like a bullish pennant, or let's say falling wedge that is expected to go up? It is a bullish reversal pattern, meaning price is expected to break out of it. Why would you try and enter it when it's breaking out when it was expected to do that? Make sense? This looks good. Ripple looks good. It's trying to reverse. It's got this clean range to the upside, so we'll see. I do have it on my watch list. I know Hassie does as well. Yes, everyone like it up. Like up the stream. I'm going to be here for a few more minutes. IREN, this runs with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 114. Nothing exciting. IREN's moving up. Has news here, but for me, it's just it's a whatever trade. It just follows blockchain. I would just look into research these blockchain stocks and find which ones you like. I wouldn't get in all of them, but they look good. I mean, it's breaking this resistance right here. Oh no, it needs to. 17, 16 is your resistance level on this. Needs 17, 16 break. I'm out like we've been meeting. Nice. The low 1% is just from Jan. Is there a point where those resistance levels don't apply anymore? Is there a point where those resistance levels don't apply? What do you mean don't apply? Resistance levels will always apply. Nice, Shan. Well done. What's happening with the IPDN? IPDN's coming down. MYGN's nothing exciting. TNON nothing. XL crash. Just gonna delete this one. UAVs looks good. FFAI just have it on my watch list. BTAI nothing. All right, I'm gonna do these last two and then I'm done. AIMD and PSTV, then I'm done. AIMD is obviously running here. We can see it's probably gonna go and fill this wick here at 335. I would take entries if it breaks above here. Make sure to have a stop loss and targets. This high I'm talking about here, which is 307, I think it is. If it breaks 307, it should go and break to 335. Oh, like too old? No, there's nothing like too old. I just use the 4 hour. Like, the thing is, daily and weekly are very big levels, more for like large caps because they are more significant to those bigger areas. But for me, 4 hours fine. I just mark off those levels. But there's nothing like too old in my opinion. It's always good to mark them off. They're always significant. PSTV. PSTV, your entry is only above 0.8. If it gets above 0.8, then you have entries up. All right, last one, Lobo, then I'm done. Lobo. Entries only above $1. Let it close above $1, then you can look for your entry. Anything below, don't touch it. All right, close above $1. There's the link to the Discord. Click on the link. There are spots left. Once those spots are gone, there are no more spots for August. All right, live training will start in 20 minutes. I'll see you then. Thank you for joining, guys. I appreciate it.